Long time no see, Masumi!
Sorry, but who is this?
It's your bestest ever mom friend, Yumie.
What? Yumie? Did you get a new phone? I thought I had you blocked.
Yep. But isn't blocking me a bit mean? That's no way to treat your bestie.
Is there something wrong with blocking the homewrecker who stole my husband?
Oh, come on. That was 3 years ago. I paid you compensation. Isn't it time to let bygones be bygones?
I want nothing to do with you ever again.
Horrible!
Self-introduction?
Huh?
Nothing. If you want something, hurry up and come out with it.
What are you doing now?
What do you mean?
I heard you took your son and went back to your parents in your hometown after the divorce.
So what?
So I heard this from a little birdie. You're getting remarried, right?
Oh, well, yes, I am.
And not just that, but your fiancé is the future CEO of one of the biggest companies in the region, right? Not bad for a divorcee with a kid. I couldn't believe it when I heard.
Well, it's because it's an arranged marriage.
Hmm?
Can we just leave it at that?
Huh? We're done already?
I have nothing else to say to you. And me remarrying is none of your business to begin with. I'm going to meet a friend now, so excuse me.
Ugh, you're so cold.
Masumi, how did your date with Mr. Yoshitake go? What do you mean? I did tell you not to make any careless mistakes, didn't I? Even putting it mildly, as a divorcee with a child, you're the shame of our family. Which is why I told you to make the effort to leave a positive impression so this might actually lead to marriage. What's the point in putting on an act with the guy I'm gonna be spending the rest of my life with? In any case, since I had no say in these marriage talks, I thought showing him the real me at least gives us a chance of things working out moving forward. Good grief, you really must insist on disobeying me at every opportunity. You're nothing like your big sister. Weren't these marriage talks intended for my big sister in the first place? Why me? It couldn't be helped. Your sister didn't want to go along with it. Oh, of course. Now that you mention it, she was boasting about how she'd bagged some handsome, high-spec younger guy. Please don't ask questions you already know the answer to. Fine. Are we done then? I have to go collect my son from my friend's house. See to it that you don't do anything that could ruin these marriage talks. I mean it. Yeah.
Long time no see, Masumi! I have the most amazing news to tell you. Hey, Masumi. Did you block me?
What do you want?
Oh, good, you replied. So get this, I have some amazing news.
Make it quick.
Me and Yoshitake are getting married!
Oh? By Yoshitake, do you mean that Yoshitake?
Yep, your old fiancé, Yoshitake.
What happened with your last husband?
Oh, Yuya?
I don't know what actually happened with you two after me and him divorced, but I was sure you were gonna get married.
Oh, I decided not to.
You decided not to?
Don't you think Yuya's a little mediocre?
Mediocre? You mean like his looks?
Not that. Between the sheets.
I see.
Oh, come on. I know you know what I mean.
No, I don't have as many guys as you to compare him with. Plus, I don't really want to have this kind of conversation with you in the first place.
Well, whatever. Basically, Basically, he just wasn't stimulating enough for me. I dumped him when I got a new boyfriend before he could propose to me. I mean, I dumped that boyfriend straight away, too.
Oh, I see. Where does your daughter fit into all this?
What do you mean?
It's hard to say Mom bringing a new boyfriend home every 5 minutes is a healthy environment for a little girl.
Oh, right. She's staying with her dad now.
So basically your ex-husband has custody?
Yep.
Ah, of course.
Of course? You make it sound like you expected it.
No, but I finally understand why you've been living so recklessly and irresponsibly. And now Yoshitake's your next target.
Target? You're just salty about me stealing your fiancé.
Well, I'm not wrong, am I?
I don't really like what you're saying, but since I feel bad for you, I'm gonna be kind and allow you to continue believing it.
Let me make it clear before you go ahead with it. But I hope you know you'll be paying me compensation this time, too.
Huh?
The wedding day has already been decided. It was supposed to be in 2 months. But with this, Yoshitake bears definitely responsibility for breaking off the engagement. So both he and you, his lover, will be paying me damages.
I guess so. But he'll pay my portion, so who cares? I don't think it's a big deal for the future CEO of a major company. I'll be the future boss's wife. It's pocket change.
Is that your aim by any chance?
Now that would be telling. Anyway, Yoshitake's mind and body have been mine for a long time now. Don't go thinking you can get him back.
Okay.
I'm actually waiting in front of the office right now to meet him. We're going to hand in our marriage registration form. And after that, I'm going to go meet his parents.
Is that so? You don't waste any time.
Aw, is someone a sore loser? I suppose it's only natural you're jealous. I really am a naughty girl, aren't I? But it's not my fault this keeps happening. I didn't choose to be this beautiful.
Right.
Whoopsie! I stole the one you love again. I'm so sorry. LOL. Hey, Masumi! I said hey! Please pick up!
What do you want?
What the hell's going on? When I went to meet Yoshitake's parents, they started yelling at me. And then they disowned him on the spot and threw salt over him outside the front door. Not only was his position of future CEO revoked, but he got fired from the company. Why? Why is this happening?
Oh, didn't you know?
Know what?
Well, mine and Yoshitake's marriage, to put it simply, was a strategic marriage.
What? Strategic marriage?
The talks came about as a result of the interests of my dad's company and Yoshitake's dad company being aligned.
Wait, what? Your dad's company? Are you the daughter of a CEO?
Maybe so, but I've never exactly been treated like it. To return to the subject, these marriage talks were originally meant for my sister.
They were?
To tell you the truth, both families' companies are operating on the brink right now.
Huh?
They thought it would make sense to connect our families through marriage for a number of reasons. My all-important sister didn't want to break up with her boyfriend, so she got engaged to him to get out of it. It turned out I made the perfect sucker to get my family out of trouble. So they had me and Yoshitake get engaged.
What? Does that mean you don't have any feelings for him?
To be completely honest, no, I don't. But understanding there were all sorts of circumstances at play, I decided to be pragmatic about it.
Oh my god. Where's the fun in stealing him now?
Is this really the time to be worrying about that?
What?
This marriage involved a great deal of planning and maneuvering relating to the business operations of both families.
Planning? Maneuvering?
I can't give you all the details because these are internal matters. But apparently, the merging of two families in this way has extremely important implications. The intention was to rebuild the businesses by mutually integrating the technologies and privileges of both companies. To put it even more clearly, the fates of both companies rested on this marriage. That's where you come in, Yumie. Thanks to your vulgar meddling, the plan has been destroyed at its very foundation.
Huh?
Unfortunately, there were no suckers available in their family to get Yoshitake out of the mess he made. So the marriage talks were called off. It's not exactly unreasonable that his parents were furious with you.
This can't be real. I knew nothing.
By the way, my family also just got word of Yoshitake breaking off the engagement and his subsequent engagement to you. They completely lost their minds. And so, my family have broken off all contact with me and my son.
Huh? They broke off all contact? Isn't that a bit strange? I know it might sound weird coming from me, but aren't you the one who got dumped? Why would they break off all contact with you?
They said, this is your fault for being too unattractive to hold down a man.
Huh?
From the beginning, I was always the despised second daughter. Then, after my divorce 3 years ago, I became known as the divorcee who came crawling back home with a kid. Ever since then, until this day, I constantly get it in the neck for being the shame of the family. So that's why. They intended to use these marriage talks and the salvaging of the company as an opportunity to finally get rid of their unwanted daughter. But then, that damn woman went sticking her nose in, and now everything's falling apart at the seams, as they put it.
Wait!
But as far as I'm concerned, since I'm living in the next town, because I didn't actually go as far as moving back into the family home, I feel like I can finally get some peace.
Huh? What?
Which means, as soon as the procedures for breaking off the engagement are done with, I'll be doing a prompt vanishing act and moving away.
What? You're moving?
So good luck with everything! And that was the story of how Yumie destroyed two families' marriage talks with her meddling. My father's and the other company were forced to merge into another company in the same industry. Anyone watching from the sidelines might think I'd be unhappy. But to be honest, this has all been a huge relief. Yoshitake covered both his and Yumie's consolation money. I suspect he might have felt a little guilty. However, with that, his savings disappeared. What's more, he was out of a job. And to make matters worse, to his disbelief, he found out that Yumie was in mountains of debt. Apparently, they began their married life in poverty in a run-down apartment. Just before I moved, I did happen to see a very disheartened-looking Yumie. But hey, that's her problem. As for me, I have my son to think about. So I'm gonna work hard for the two of us in our new home.
Laura, I heard you weren't at work right now. Where did you go? Don't you have a meeting with Company A tomorrow? Did you finish making all of the papers?
Oh, hi, Mom. Alex ended up participating instead of me.
You asked him to attend instead of you again?
It's fine, I let my bosses know.
This isn't about that. You made him do everything for the meetings with companies B and C a while ago. Even if he is your fiancé, you can't just use him like that.
It's fine. I'll follow in your footsteps and become the next CEO. He'll become one of the managers at most. He'll work for me in the future anyways, so it doesn't matter whether I use him like a slave right now.
Laura, stop! How could you say something like that?
Calm down, Mom. I'm joking. You're not a part of this company right now anyways. Focus on fixing your health.
What?
I'm managing the company just fine. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, but I'm off to visit the blue oceans of Hawaii for the next 2 weeks.
What?
It's part of the process of expanding our business overseas. Calm down.
There is no such project in Hawaii.
There is if I say so. See ya!
Good evening, Alex. Are you busy right now?
Not at all, ma'am. Is there something wrong?
Could you come to the hospital tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
I need to tell you something regarding the future.
The future? We can talk about that over some coffee after you get better, ma'am.
It'll be too late then. Do you know how Laura is in Hawaii right now?
Oh, yes. I wasn't notified beforehand, so I found out this morning right before she left.
I see. Alex, I'm so sorry.
Mrs. Thompson?
It was fine up until my husband started this company and I took over after he died. But the very reason I was able to bring our company to where it is now is because of you. But I raised Laura to be so disrespectful and arrogant. I'm so sorry.
Mrs. Thompson, I hope the long hospitalization isn't letting your spirit wilt. They say that illness comes from the heart, so please don't worry about me.
Thank you. If only you were my real son.
You're baffling me, ma'am.
No, I really do trust you with all of my heart.
That really means a lot. Thank you so much.
That's why. The time has come for me to make a decision.
A decision?
Please come to the hospital tomorrow, no matter what. Take this as a request from your CEO.
Yes, ma'am. May I arrive at 1 p.m., right when our meeting begins?
Yes, please.
Laura, it's an emergency! Please answer!
What do you want? And what time do you think it is? I'm so tired.
Mrs. Thompson is in a dangerous state right now. I know you're in Hawaii, but please, come home as soon as you can.
Oh, I think she's fine, even though they say dangerous state.
What?
I mean, this is the third time. We were told that at the start of this year and 3 months ago. But she was back on her feet and doing well before we knew it. I'm sure she'll survive.
What do you mean? Isn't she your own mother? The doctor told me that she really may not make it this time.
You take everything too literally. That's why your life isn't going well.
You could say that because you aren't seeing her condition right now, but you're taking this too lightly. Please, just come home right now!
No can do. I haven't even been here for a week. Speaking of, I'm upgrading my room right now, since I won't be here again for a while.
What?
I'm raising my spirits since you disturbed my slumber and ruined my mood.
Disturbed? Are you not worried about your mother?
I'm telling you, she's fine.
You could still worry for even a bit!
That's up to me. Sorry. You're just my fiancé. You're not even her real child.
Just come home! She's your only parent left!
I'm so sleepy.
What?
Just think about being woken up at a time like this. I'm going to sleep now. Bye-bye.
Hey, stop!
Mommy, I came back a while ago. First things first. That was amazing. It was so much fun.
Laura, we finished your mother's funeral smoothly.
What? Your mom, right? Quit making jokes like that, Mom.
It's me, Alex.
Alex? Quit using my mom's phone and give it to her. Things like this aren't pleasantly taken, you know.
I'm serious. This was the last request from your mom to me. To text you through her phone, so you'll forever remember this conversation. To teach you the reality and truth that you can't run away from.
What? So, Mom...
Yes. She passed away on the morning after I told you to come back.
Are you serious?
Do you think I joke around about this?
No, you said that you finished the funeral already.
Yeah, she's already in her grave.
How could you do that? Without even telling me? Her own daughter? You should have notified me at the moment she passed away, isn't that common sense?
I wouldn't expect you, a person who wouldn't come back after being notified that their own mother was about to die, to have any common sense either.
What did you say to me?
All I did was listen to your mother's will.
Mommy's will?
If you didn't come back after I notified you that she was in a dangerous state, I don't have to notify you of anything after that. I took care of the funeral as her son. That was part of her request.
What kind of BS is that? I don't understand.
It doesn't matter whether you understand. This was your mother's will.
Whatever, I'll take care of everything from here. I want a divorce from you, and you're fired! Pack up your things and get out of my sight!
I feel the same way about the divorce, but you have no right to fire me.
What do you mean? I'm the next CEO since my mom died. Of course, I have the right to fire you. Also, how much of her property do I get? I'm pretty sure she's left millions.
About the position of the next CEO, she already signed me up to take over after her.
What?
This is also part of her will.
There's no way.
On top of that, you're fired, Laura.
What?
Also, all of her property will be passed on to me instead of you.
How could she? I won't allow any of that to happen.
Everything I just said has been written in her will.
What will?
A will that Mrs. Thompson has made with her lawyer. An official one.
How could she? How is this all happening? You made her do this, didn't you?
Can you please stop with the rude assumptions?
There's no other way. There's no way she'd just leave her only daughter to rot while giving so much special treatment to her son-in-law. I'll sue you for compensation.
Hey, do you really have any idea why this happened?
No, I don't.
Bill Hudson, 45 years old, restaurant owner. He's married to a wife of the same age and has 2 daughters in middle school.
How did you...
You've had this relationship for the past 3 years, yes? He's the one you went on this trip with. To put it straightforwardly, you left your dying mother to go on a trip with another man.
How did you find out?
Your mother is the one who found out. She hired a detective and found out about everything.
Mom did that?
On top of that, you used $10,000 from the company's money for trip fees, didn't you?
Oh no.
The company has already noticed this. They filed a report and have told us that this isn't the first time either. What you've done is a crime.
Why would there be a problem with the next CEO using the company's money?
Why wouldn't there be? Whether you're the CEO or the next CEO or whatever, you can't just use the company's money for personal use. This is common sense. Besides, you being the next CEO is just part of your imagination. Your mother told me that you weren't fit for it, and that she never had the intention to do so.
What?
She said that's partially why she made me your fiancé.
What?
Do you not remember?
But I'm the only child.
As a CEO, all your mother cared about was skills and results. Why would she choose you as the next CEO just for being her daughter?
Why would I? Oh,
Great. I never want to see your face again.
what?
I've made some changes, and our apartment is under your name now, so I'll move out. As you've probably guessed, I'll be suing both you and that cheater. And we'll have you pay back all of the money that you took back to the company.
What are you people? Both you and Mom. How could you do this to me? You're heartless.
Do you think you have the right to say that about others?
I do.
No matter how much you whine, your mistakes won't go away. Your mother won't come back. If you want her to forgive you in heaven, pay for your sins.
Wait,
My lawyer will be contacting you in a few days.
I said wait!
Goodbye.
Why? Why?
The day Mrs. Thompson called me out to the hospital, she notified me that she had prepared everything through her lawyer to pass everything on to me. After the incident, as warned, I sued the two cheaters for compensation. I thought about reporting her fraud to the police, but we came to an agreement with them repaying $100,000 in total for the compensations and fees for the company. The man Laura cheated with has chosen his wife over her, so my ex-wife was left by herself. Apparently, she's now working at a sketchy bar to pay back the money she had borrowed from illegal moneylenders. I, on the other hand, went over to the grave of the lady who treated me like I was truly her son, and swore that I would protect everything that she had left behind for me.